So, also going to introduce Liz Strauss. Who here doesn't know Liz? Awesome. And that speaks to who Liz is. She's the person who knows, and also I've learned the person who knows everybody. So, Liz Strauss is a brand strategist and social web community builder, and is perhaps the most influential real celebrity, how you like that word, real celebrity, on the internet. Liz has 20 years in print, software, and online publishing, and has strategized with publishers in Europe, Australia, the UK, and Ireland. She was recently a featured speaker at the Cass Business School of City University in London and teaches a master's level class at the CDU School of Publishing. She has been named to the top 100 social media and internet marketing bloggers, the InVesp top 100 most influential marketers of 2008, and again in 2009, and 50 of the most powerful and influential women of social media, and NXE's 50 most influential female bloggers. She also has a WordPress plugin named after her. I know of two people that have a WordPress plugin named after them, Seth Godin and Liz Strauss. Everybody, Liz Strauss.
It's by no accident that WordPress plugin is a comment counter, and we'll leave it at that. This last weekend, I was at the wonderful Melissa Pierce's event called Pitch Refinery, and I was lucky enough to get to talk to the audience about an event in my life in a corporate setting that then occurred a little later in a more entrepreneurial setting. And the event in the corporate setting sort of reflects social media and how to do it right, because I was turning around a company, a very small company in the suburbs of Boston that had been losing a lot of money for the past few years. And we decided to build an international network of other publishers. And when the people who owned the company said to me, "What would you do to turn around the company?" I said, "I'd go to London and bring some product to market as soon as I possibly could." They said, "Why?" And I said, "Because everybody's already been to Australia." And so I did. But I did a couple of things, and the point I want to make here so that you follow along with me is SOBCon wouldn't be SOBCon without a Terry Starbucker, not just a Liz Strauss. And that most entrepreneurs understand how to find the people who won't let you fail. And they're in this room. So when I went to the UK, I called up a friend of mine whose name was Richard. And he happened to be very well embedded in the publishing world. He taught corporate publishing law at Oxford Brookes College. So he was known in small circles like this. And he set up 18 meetings across 9 days with all of the key publishers. So weird American me walked in the door with ruddy complected, curly gray haired guy with patches on his elbows who had lots of credibility, who wouldn't let me fail. So when I sat down and said, "Here's what I want to do. I see your circle here. I see my circle here. Why don't we publish together? Here's what I offer. Here's what I think you offer. I think we make a great team. I want a long-term relationship, not a one-link stand." It had a lot more credibility because I had someone with me who wasn't going to let me fail. And I didn't really recognize how important that was until someone said to me, "Did you ever think about what it meant to follow you into the UK?" And I said, "Well, no. Now that you mention it, I don't think I would want to follow me into the UK." because it had been so meaningful to walk in with my friend Richard. And about 10 years later, I went back to the UK, but that time I was an entrepreneur. And I was in a room of exhibits at the London Information Online Conference. And I couldn't talk to anyone. I couldn't even start a conversation. They couldn't spell WordPress, and I couldn't talk to them. And I sat myself down in my hotel room and went, what the heck is wrong? 10 years ago, you came into this country and you blew it away. And now, you can't do anything. And what I found was there were two things that were wrong. One was when I walked in with that person who wouldn't let me fail. I had confidence. And the second one was, I knew what I had to offer. And when I walked into the room of exhibitors, I put everybody up there. And it's really hard to make an offer when you're looking up like that. And when I learned to bring them back down on the same side of the table and stand alongside of them instead of across the table and say, why don't we go there together? I got back that thing that worked for me. But I always needed a Terry Starbucker to do that. So look for the people who won't let you fail. Look for the Lisa Jenkins who helped us build the incredible models that you'll be building way faster because I can't get the ideas out of my head. Look for the Charlie Gilkey who helps us organize our thoughts so that you get the appropriate context of what we think is too obvious to talk about. Look for the Rick Dragon and the Scott Sandler who are willing to listen to the ideas we're trying to communicate and link together so that you get information in a whole. And look for the people in this room who won't let you fail. The same way that Jane Boyd found Marty Constant in this room last year. And that's how we'll raise a barn together and how this experience will be unforgettable for your business. Thank you so much for coming and have fun.